We're gonna really load up here, I think. Well, I say that. Gotta love the cove. Oh yeah. I mean, I'd still prefer the cove to the courtyard. Wait a minute. Oh.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming
I've made a
with
critical
elegant
error.
nightmares. They must
Oh no,
be
I didn't.
flushed
Oh,
out.
oh, thank God. I breezed past getting Hands from the Abyss so quickly that I thought I didn't do it. Hey, Lucky Scout. Alright, 100% of room battles. Eerie Coral, there's something odd about the coral. I can't remember. Bandages? Herbs. Herbs it is. Night Blind? Oh, that's a... Okay. That's perfect. That could not have been better. A better blunder on my part.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Alright. We got a
Now it must be carried
little
home.
hallway battle coming up here. Followed by a room battle. Wow. I should have stunned. I don't know what I was thinking. No! Double dodge. How far can you... Alright, who do we stun? Stun you because we can. I don't trust the stun on this super dodge guy. Oh. Oh, dude. Quit it. Let's just go for the kills here. I think you're not quite... Are you dead? No. Ah! Alright, you gotta die. No! Come on! Well, the stun, that'll be his final act on this earthly plane.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I didn't put Noxious Blast on. Man! What a dingus. Alright, you're dead. Really not much else for you to do because I'm an idiot and forgot to equip the correct skills.
Back to the pit.
Back to the pit.
Your death by inches. Press this advantage.
Okay.
Give them no quarter.
Alright, let's do the... Fix his skills here. Alright. We know there's a battle in here, so don't be surprised. Hey! Do we go for the stun again here, or are they just gonna dodge? Hey, alright, good. Double stun. That makes me feel happy. I should really concentrate on killing that thrall. Yeah, stun him too. Oh, we missed. Ow.
Injury. Palpable fear.
Oh boy. I don't know. I mean, you say that, but I could swear I've been surprised on, I feel like I've definitely been surprised on, scouted battles.
As the fiend
I know you're not
falls,
supposed to be, but I think when you don't have any torchlight, there's still a chance, and that's a chance I hit often. I don't know, I also rarely scout, so I mean, I could be mistaken. It just feels like that has happened before. At least we got the thrall. I think we'll play grenade. Well, you know what? We'll take care of the guard. That won't work. Oh man, I'm an idiot. She can just break the shield. Oh, it's done anyway. Oops. He still is not quite dead. Wait, can I do 3 points of damage? Nope. Foolish me.
their formation
Beautiful.
is broken. Maintain the offensive. Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Wow. I think the abomination still... Oh no, that counted. They like lowered his stress at the last second just enough.
Continue the onslaught.
See if he can survive blood loss.
Destroy them all.
Oh, good. We have a chance to save him.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, we got a fountain. It's an eldritch altar. Perhaps a great power lies within. Antsy quirk removed. I mean, I'll take that. We're so screwed already. Oh my god.
A moment of valor shines brightest against a backdrop of despair.
Sure, I probably have a special version of the game. That's probably what it is.
Carelessness will find
Ugh.
no clemency in this place.
You're still full. Okay. Little stress heal for him. Personal grudge. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, he's so very, very close to being dead. Is he still full? Can I feed him? Nope. Surprised we haven't gotten a hunger check, actually. Scout would have been too much to ask for here. Well, it's a 50-50 shot. Just pick one and go. Oh, that's the one place he could do nothing from. Let's give him the old heal just in case here. Give me a good heal. Alright, 7 points, I'll take it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
We got a shot. We got a shot at another room battle now that that chick is dead. Okay, alright. I can accept a dodge if I dodge in turn. I tell you what though, I don't think in all the hours I have in this game I've seen quite this many virtues in such a short amount of time. I think we can actually... do an attack with her. Alright, that thing is dead. Yeah, for a change. It won't last. It's just lulling me into a false sense of security.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Go for some stress heals. This guy's dead. See if we can get any heals at all here.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
That's how they get you. They build the confidence. Am I out of herbs? Yeah, I'm out of herbs. Okay, goodbye. Ooh! Wow. It's like the game is giving me a buy. They're just giving it to me. That was a mistake. Well, it worked out though. I picked incorrectly. Okay, it's working out though. You know what? Go for the fourth one. Abusing stuns like the big boys. Trying to get a little plague damage here. I mean, the stuns, I mean, this thing's really not really good for damage, but let's go for the... They've all got the stun buff. Ouch. Alright, he's dead. I think we should try to focus fire on the thrall now, though. I'm gonna regret not healing the plague duck. Ah, that's okay. I've got a shield breaker. Actually, can I stun him? Ah! Wow, lucky there wasn't a crit.
Despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Ah.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Whoa!
A moment of clarity in the eye of the storm.
The guard gave him exactly the amount of time he needed to just wreck us. Now, okay, this guy is dead. I wonder if our chances are better if I just try to go for the kill here. I think our chances are better this way. I cannot believe the occultist virtue. I don't know that I've ever seen an occultist virtue. Let's give you a little heal. I'm gonna try to get a heal here.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Alright, everyone's off at death's door. Alright, kill the thing.
A decisive pummeling.
Wow. Wowie.
As victory.
What do you even say?
So too will resistance.
No. This is what the game was doing. This is what the game was trying to do. You see what they've done? I'm like, look how great it's going. It's going to be flawless. We're going to do it. No, there's a whole other battle we got to do. Well, let's eat some food. I think we can do it. So long as I remind myself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. The cove is the most insidious of all. Only the cove would have the stones to pull a stunt like this. Brackish tide pool, you say? Oh, no stun heal? Or stress heal, rather? Alright, we made it to the room with no incident. No traps, no battles. It's bad news, but there's no thrall. Okay.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
He's gonna put us all right back at death's door. This is risky. Come on, give me a crit, please. Arc. I know, yeah. I'm surprised actually that it's. Oh, I'm surprised his heals have been as good as they are. We're due for like a 0. I should have healed the plague duck. I'm getting greedy. No! Why would you do such a thing? Yes! Okay. Stress dealer's dead. We got 2, 10. It bleeds on death's door. Yeah, that's exactly what that'll be. It'll be the twist of the knife. There it is. Oh, he resisted the bleed though. Ouch.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Go for the kill. Hey, a crit of 4.
Patient. It will wait.
That's all we need. He just needs to not be at death's door. Are you dead yet? You are dead. Sweet. Beautiful. Wish we had, you know what, you can give yourself a little stress heal here. I like how I've only used that as like a time waster. I don't know, try to... I was hoping for a crit. Alright. End this charade.
Success so clearly in
Wow.
view. Or is it merely
No one is more shocked than me that we came out on top of this one. And really, what did it cost us? It's going to cost us lots of money to heal these poor fools of their stress. But we got what we wanted out of it. Got some good loot, got a survival guide. Got some level 1 dudes now. That went shockingly well. Oh, and we got our flagellant now.
He bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
I think I'd rather have a flagellant than a leper.
This one has become vestigial, useless.
And that's not bad at all here. not a fan of the flagellant. No stress penalty when walking backwards. Nice. Oh, the Ashen Quirk? That is pretty terrible. But I feel like we can work with it. Anything... Oh, God. The phobia quirks are way worse, I think. Armor Tinker's a good quirk, though. I desperately need to have a second Vestal. I could probably... Oh, I can bump up the... I'm gonna bump up here. We just need 2, right? Yep, 2. Done.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Minus 10 dodge, you say? Oh, you know what? You got some good camping skills, though. You got the Vigil. Yeah, alright.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
I'm less inclined to take the Arbalist. I wouldn't mind the Arbalist, honestly. It's a good backup heal. But again, that I mean, is that the same phobia? No, wield. Ugh. Uh, she's got plus 10 damage melee skills. No melee skills learned. I think they're both worth taking for now. Lunge? Does she have lunge? Oh, lunge. Oh, lunge, yeah. I thought that was thrown dagger. I don't know why. Alright.
To those with a keen eye,
I think they're worth
gleams
filling the
like a
roster with
dagger's
for now.
point.
Really would like to upgrade the blacksmith. I could just go like... I could just trade in all my busts for now. Until I need them. I gotta do some stress heals, I think. I do like the bleeding pendant. I'd like to do something not in the ruins, though. Bounty hunter trinket. Plus we crit. We could take our arbalist out. She could earn her first trinket. Camouflage cloak will be utterly useless to us. All right, let's look at the stress here. We got 17 green, so it seems to be like pretty much where we're stuck at. Ugh, boy. Alright, we could do some penance. Let's hold off on that one, actually. Let's put you in. Would love a Jester. Jester's my best stress heal. So if we're going to take a Vestal out, Oy. Renaud needs to go. Oh, crap. I forgot he can only pray. Alright, we'll put him in. Give him a little stress heal. Spend a little cash on these guys. But Reese, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. Just chilling for the night. I hear you. I think we'll do one more here. Let's go for the let's go for that. We're gonna spend some money on skills. Alright, I want to take this Vestal because she's going to be slightly more effective there. I'll leave her skills. I think I can upgrade hers though. I think we definitely take yeah, we'll take Turima the Houndmaster. A couple level 1 dudes. Probably take him too, actually. We gotta get rid of Grape Shot Blast though. I would rather have Duelist Advance and Point Blank Shot. I didn't take the Arbalist. That's okay. We don't have to take the Arbalist. I'd rather try to take something semi-successful. We'll take Herbert. Why not? I'd rather have the... Yeah, well, I mean, we could do the Arbalest instead of the... excuse me. Instead of the... instead of the Houndmaster. Oh, we get the extra heal. Could do Antiquarian. Highwayman combo as well, yep. I don't know. I don't know if my confidence level's super high. I could really use the cash though. So you mean you would take the Antiquarian instead of the Houndmaster, right? Houndmaster has stun unlocked, yeah. So if I have him, I'd like to have him in 3, only because of Cry Havoc, and I have the stun there just in case he gets pumped up front, which he will. That's if I take the Houndmaster. I mean, I could just do... What do you think here? I could put the Houndmaster up front. I feel like, of the two... Sanguinate's good. Houndmaster on one with Antiquarian. It's not a bad idea, yeah, and I do need to kind of like get an influx of cash. Let's try it. Because I don't really need to mess with her stuff too much. I can kind of leave them as is. I don't want to reduce her dodge at all. But I don't think she has anything debuffy, right? No, she's all buffs. Yeah, my trinkets suck. I'm gonna just, I think, not take any. I don't want the penalties because I'm not really getting any benefit from any of them. Alright, we can bump... Is there something better we could take here, actually? No, I think we leave it as is in case... Because he's going to get shuffled one way or the other, so it's either will I have Blackjack or Cry Havoc. Will I want to use Cry Havoc if I have the opportunity? All fantastic... Alright, let's do this. Because we're not going to see any stealth. Your skills are fine. Just in case. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I kind of want to be able to upgrade armor. So 12. I could do both, and then we're going to spend all of our money. I don't think we could do both. I don't think I have enough busts for that, because I have to get the crests too.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
That's something. It's something. Okay, and we'll have enough money to provision too. Okay. Where are we headed? Here, okay. The Weald it is. Perfect.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Alright, plus 20 damage for the quest. We'll take it. And a scout we got. And no backtracking. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Ooh, wow, I almost stepped right on that trap. Couldn't ask for a better setup, so I guarantee you... How much you want to bet me this hallway battle's like the Collector or something?
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
No Collector. Nice crit to start us out here. Wow.
Diminished.
I actually am wondering if I should have her... I kind of want her stun instead, I think, instead of Judgment. I don't really get a whole lot of use out of Judgment. I feel like it never hits.
Inspiration and improvement.
We'll stack up a little bit of the Doge.
Continue the onslaught.
Oh, beautiful.
Destroy them all.
Just stun, 50% you say. Let's try it. Is it worth it? Yeah, it was. All right. Just a little more like it. We got some upgrades here. It's looking good so far.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put her stun back on. I feel like that's oh. I see what has happened here. That's okay. Yeah. Keep the dodge up.
The bigger the beast, the greater the
All right.
glory. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Not a bad start. We are stupid with food, by the way. Love the mushroom folk. Propose forward and Quinn does protect me. Yep.
A dizzying blow to body
Yeah.
and brain.
I think. Oh, I forgot to change her skill. That's okay. Yeah, like once I realized that Hound Terry. Not Hound Terry. You know the one I'm talking about. I forgot that that wasn't a skill I could use. Hound's Rush. I forgot that that wasn't a skill I could use in the front rank. My brain has been melted by endless runs of the first 3 weeks. Yeah, let's get some bleed going on this guy. Take it. Ah. It's also a little bit melted by the fact that I've actually been
Unbalanced.
I was playing some Darkest Dungeon 2 earlier today as well, so I forget everything about the actual good game. It's working. It's doing the job at least. Let's do a little of that. Played the first act when it came out. It's had its issues for sure. I feel like it's been greatly improved a lot since launch. Even I played a lot during early access, and I watched it start here and then like plummet. And then when it was launched, they had done a lot of things, and they had made a lot of changes and improvements, I thought, but it was still really missing something for me. And what it came down to was that my biggest complaint with it was the classes were just not fun. Like, I felt like you always had to do the same things to have any chance at a run. They have really, though, over the past year or so, they have put a ton of work into it, and I just happened to pop it on yesterday and today, so I wanted to see how things were going with it, and it's got a lot of, there's a lot that I didn't remember from the last time I played, and it's really come around. I've done a stupid here. I've left the guy in rank 3. I've left him to live too long.
Their formation is broken. Maintain.
I think it'll be okay though. That's just one target? Oh. I was gonna heal, but nah. I'll let the Vestal do it. But yeah, the short answer is that I find it enjoyable. If it's I wouldn't go into it expecting it to be like a Darkest Dungeon experience, because it's definitely not that. It's a good roguelite. And that's kind of how I look at it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
But it lacks what it's slightly ajar. It really lacks something from the Darkest Dungeon name to boy, we're just, God, you're still so blighted. You can take 2 damage, I think. You know what? I'll even let you eat. We got so much food. So it's worth picking up, especially if you already have it. But I would just kind of separate yourself from like Darkest Dungeon, because this game is a gem, and it's a very, very special game, and Darkest Dungeon 2 didn't quite meet the mark with that one.
Executed with impunity. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I usually go on a lot longer about that, but I don't know. I have talked at length about Darkest Dungeon all throughout its development. Let's try to get a stun here. Actually, pretty hard to top. Yeah. Blue Calamari, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Follow cause also bald. That's right, us bald guys gotta stick together. Yeah, when I was younger, I loved turn-based games. I find that in my older age, you know, with a family and a day job that is very demanding, I just don't have time for them anymore, and I tend to get very bored. Hello, Pickles. The Pickles has arrived. Pickles the drummer.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hit me the same way as other turn-based games. Like, it barely feels like it to me. There's always so much more going on. But I love the atmosphere. I'm a sucker for anything Lovecraftian in general, and these guys really nailed it in terms of like the dialogue with Wayne June. Sorry, there's a kitty break happening right now. Blue Calamari, thank you again for the follow. I appreciate that. It's always nice to have a fellow Baldman in chat. I don't know if you can hear her purring or not. She's going to pretend in a minute that she hates being held, but it's just to reestablish her dominance. She's as gray as our Torchless experience here, and she's so beautiful. Aren't you the most beautiful kitty cat? All right, we have to. There you go. She's gotten her lovin's. All right, let's finish this guy off. Bam. You know what? A simple upgrade of skills and armor has really gone a long way here. I want the stack of money. I guess you know what? Let's eat some food. There we go. All things mythos, yeah. I include it as a tag in my stream tags because like I will play pretty much anything with a good Lovecraftian feel to it. I don't know. There's a game I played last year for Halloween called Song of Horror. And I had a real hard time deciding what game to play this year because that one was just so good. They are one. They did not advertise themselves as a Lovecraftian horror game, and it's more like old school Resident Evil, like Resident Evils 1 and 2, like the original ones. Oh, terrible dodge. But I feel like that game more than any other in recent memory, aside from Darkest Dungeon, obviously. I keep forgetting to change her stinking skill. But that game really crafted a Lovecraft story, like an original story that was like perfectly in the vein of how Lovecraft writes. So that was very entertaining. If you're into that kind of thing, that's a solid recommend for me. Let's stick with the doges for a minute. We're doing okay here so far. Path of Exile. Oh really? The newer bosses are Eldritch Terrors. Oh. Oh, very interesting. I have played a bit of Path of Exile. Not a ton. But that's I actually I played a lot of it right before and kind of as Diablo 4 was coming out because I didn't want to spend $70 on Diablo 4. And then I did, and now I don't play it. I really liked Path of Exile. I thought it had a unique system. I know I kind of stayed away from it for a while because everyone was like, "Oh, it's intimidating with the skill system," but I didn't figure it to be all that bad, really. I've definitely played worse, for sure. Do we take the citrine? Play PoE every league. Amazing game. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. That's kind of cool, though. I'm curious to see what those bosses are like. I'm gonna ditch the. I don't want to ditch the anti-venom. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to do it. Being a big PO5, I think we just leave the citrine. Watch, I'm gonna get like 8 more. I'm gonna ditch 8 more. We got a map. New league starts on December 8th. I'll have to hop on for that, so that's pretty soon. Oh, I wish I had a torch. Do I have a torch? I don't have a torch. I think I can use bandages, though. Whoa, totally worth it. Now this is something I'll ditch some stuff for. We'll ditch the anti-venom. We'll take the Yems. They haven't revealed anything. Sorry, I got kitty hair all in my face now, and I'm like frantically scratching my nose. This 50 gold could be very, very valuable. I don't want to leave it behind. Passive abilities can set affliction. Oh, okay. I'm a sucker for those passive abilities. 2 battles. Ugh. We can do it. I believe in us. We're pretty stressed out, though. We're out of herbs. It's okay. Don't need them. We got plenty of food. I think I'm trying to think of the 2 that I played, and I'm totally blanking. The first time I played was, I guess, a few months ago. It was these portals. You go in the portals, and then you'd have like a time challenge or something like that. And I died a lot. I'm out of anti-venom, so I'm not going to leave that alone. I could maybe dig it up. Ah, screw it. I don't want to take the chance. And then the other league mechanic I saw, I also cannot remember for the life of me. My brain just does not work the same way as it used to 20 years ago. Let's go for stun. Yeah, well, and it's pretty cool because Path of Exiles is fairly, like, it's not super old, but it's old enough that, you know, it's nice to see that they're still putting the same effort into it as they always have, you know? I always end up with a deep respect for those types of games where the developers are just, they never let it go, you know? Oh, beautiful crit. I should be using my milk bones. And probably might want to use some bandages too. Great games for you to try. That's the best thing. Like when I remember when I played the game. Okay. That's okay. You're fine, Miss Antiquarian. Do need certain tabs. But see, even it's funny. Like I never felt like they were pushing anything. Like when you have games that are free to play, usually they'll bombard you with ads. But I never felt that with Path of Exile. It genuinely felt like a for the love of the game kind of situation. Path of Exile is very honest and non-predatory. Yeah. Oh, the Chinese version is full of ads. Oh, what is happening? I think we're about to see some afflictions here. It's owned by Tencent.
The wounds of war can be healed.
I think I need a bit of a stronger heal on the Houndmaster here. Oh! I could use those busts. But this is a money run. Is there any obstacles? There is. There is a single obstacle ahead of us. I guess we could ditch the milk bones. I'm clearly not going to remember to use them. I think we'll be okay for one more battle. Famous last words. Oy. Okay. I mean, sure, why not? We'll take a free heal and a stress heal. They're all 25%. Let's try to stun this one. Hey, we got a stun. Alright, he's marked, that's fine. Let's try to just do a little bit of damage here. This whole entire dungeon, I have forgotten to change my Vestal skill to the stun skill. That's okay, clearly we didn't need it. Oh, beautiful.
Executed.
Ooh, beautiful dodge. Less beautiful, but still okay.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Someone else is going bonkers. I can feel it. Only because this is going to be such a slow fight with how much protection these guys have. Quit it! There's two marked people! Stop focusing on the wrong one.
Hold fast, or expire.
Oh my god. Absolutely consumes your life. I did. I sunk a lot of hours into it in a very short amount of time, which at my age is not recommended. Alright. You are dead skis. I probably could have actually not attacked you. I think you're probably dead to bleed. Should have checked that first. Oh my god. Quit it.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Alright, we're making up for all of our virtues earlier.
No hope in this hell. No hope.
Okay, just pass. That's fine. Ah. Whoa. Oh, whoa. He's still alive. Did he pass again? He did not. He just took his turn. Oh, come on. Oh, he's still alive! Think like 5 hours into the game in a month, get burned out, quit and repeat. The Houndmaster really, I don't know which one to kill. But this one's going to be quicker. Alright, they're all afflicted.
The mind cannot hope to withstand such an assault.
They are really trying to make sure that the Houndmaster dies. He's still alive. He does not give a single F. He does not. I think you're dead to bleed. Okay, you're dead to bleed. It's good. Oh, come on. He's gonna give somebody a heart attack. Sure wish I had a milk bone. Alright, we're gonna be victorious here, but at what cost?
Sedated.
Unbelievable.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Can use that. We're done here, so we can... Was there anything in here? There was not. Let's get the heck out of here.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Was it worth it? We're gonna spend it all on frickin' stress heal. Not bad. 13 grand and 4 afflicted dudes. Hey, all right. A couple of diseases here too.
A fresh skeleton.
All right, we're buzzing now.
Sanguine memory to me.
Week 6. That wasn't bad. I mean, it could have been worse. We'll say that. The question is, do I really want to pay for all these dudes to go through stress healing? I mean, I could just... Ugh. Unholy Slayer, though, that's pretty good. I kind of want to just fire Dismiss. I think Terima, though, he has earned a stress heal. You know what? And we'll give him the best stress heal. Oh well, I guess we're not because the caretaker's in there. Let's go to the penance hall. You've earned it. You definitely need to be put into stress heal as well. Let's increase the stress
Gilded
recovery on that
icons
though.
and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic
We'll hold
against
off on the other two
bloodshed.
for now. See if I want to spend the money on them. Part of me is like, let's see what else. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna take any of these guys. Can we get 8? Can we get 8 of these? Dungeon rings. In fact, you know, we'll do it one more time. 3. What do I have? Nope, I can't quite get enough. Ugh. 4 for 6 to reduce the cost. I feel like that's kind of worth it. Alright, we'll do it.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
I feel like the blacksmith is like really... I mean, the guild too, obviously, but we don't really need to upgrade the guild too much more yet. Because I feel like it's going to be a while before we get anybody to level 3 at this rate. Okay. I mean, it's got some promise to it. There's a little bit of promise there, but I mean, the stress thing, I mean, I think I'm going to hold out for... I think I'm just not going to take any of these guys. They're not bad, obviously, but what I need is a jester. What I need is like 7 jesters. That's really the only thing I can think of at the moment that I feel like would be a massive game changer at this point. Obviously some more healers would be swell. We do have another Vestal, which is nice. We got the Arbalist. I can work with an Arbalist as well. Occultists. I'm not seeing some of the things I want to see, which primarily is Jester. But I think we're going to probably call it there for the evening, as I'm getting quite tired and my brain was rotting at the beginning of the stream, so it's pretty far gone now. But thanks for hanging out, Coffins and Blue Calamari. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight. I'm also Annette07. I missed your follow. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. I don't know why I'm not... My follow alert's not going out. Coffins, thank you as well for the follow. Yeah, my alert's not going off for that. I'll have to look into why that's happening. But I appreciate the support and appreciate you guys for hanging out. Yeah, it's always a mixed bag with Darkest Dungeon. You know, like, I love this game. There's like this meme. I saw this meme on the internet that was like perfect. It was like one of those like a meter, and it was green, and then, you know, red over here, and the needle was right between 2, and it says, "I'm so good at this game, and I hate this game." I feel like that's pretty indicative of my experience with Darkest Dungeon. I love this. I've got hundreds of hours in this game. I love it very, very much, and I also hate it the same amount. But I appreciate everyone hanging out. Thanks for the stream. My pleasure. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I hope you had a good time at least. Hope to see you guys again very soon. So if you're new to the stream, obviously, I'm very part-time. I'm a full-time nurse during the week, so I really and I've got a couple of kids running around here at the house, so I have very limited time to stream. I hope to someday increase that to a couple of weeknights as well, but at the moment, I'm really only like 1 or 2 nights a week, usually on the weekends. Every now and then I'll try to sneak in a weeknight stream for a shorter one. It's even a little bit of a shorter one tonight too, only about 2.5 hours. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and for the follows as well. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, everybody. I'm going to look for someone to raid here, too. So hang on for that, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a great night.